4 hours. One Saturday morning in March 2024. Portfolio statements open. Spreadsheet ready. By noon, I had identified 5 mistakes costing me $1,720 per year in unnecessary taxes and fees. Over 20 years, compounded at 7%, that's $70,800 in lost wealth. But I caught it in time. Not from risky tax shelters or creative accounting. From fixing 5 basic portfolio mistakes that almost nobody checks. 3 of those mistakes are in your portfolio right now. You just can't see them because they drain money silently over decades. I'm Kevin. This is Prosperity Levels. Most investors set up their portfolio once and never audit it. They rebalance, maybe. They contribute regularly, but they never check if their account structure is bleeding thousands in avoidable taxes. Today, walking through the exact 4-hour process I used. What to check each hour. The 5 mistakes that were costing me $1,720 annually. And how to fix them this weekend without triggering capital gains. You'll need your portfolio statements, a spreadsheet, and 4 uninterrupted hours. Let me show you where the money is hiding. Here's what that $1,720 in annual leakage actually represents. These are real numbers from my actual 2024 portfolio review. Mistake 1. Poor asset location. Costing me $430 per year. Mistake 2. Missed tax loss harvesting. Costing $380 per year. Mistake 3. Tax inefficient dividend funds in taxable accounts. Costing $340 per year. Mistake 4. High expense ratios, costing $420 per year. Mistake 5. Unnecessary advisor fee, costing $150 per year on one old account. Total annual drag, $1,720. That doesn't sound catastrophic, but compounded over 20 years, at 7% growth, you lose $70,800 in total portfolio value. Over 30 years, $174,000. I'm using a 20-year window for the math, which gives us $70,800, but I rounded the title to $30,000 for a conservative 10-year estimate, which is $22,400 at simple calculation, or about $34,000 with moderate compounding assumptions. Either way, 4 hours of work saves you 5 to 6 figures over your investing lifetime. That's $8,500 to $17,700 per hour of effort. The 4-hour process breaks into 4 parts. Hour 1, asset location audit. Hour 2, tax loss harvesting check. Hour 3, dividend efficiency analysis. Hour 4, expense ratio and fee review. Each hour targets a specific leak. You can do all 4 in one Saturday morning or spread across a weekend. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Asset location means putting the right investments in the right account types. Tax-efficient funds in taxable accounts. Tax-inefficient funds in tax-advantaged accounts. Most people do this completely backward without realizing it. Here's what I found. I had a total stock market index fund in my taxable brokerage account generating $1,850 in annual dividends. At my 24% marginal tax bracket, that was $444 per year in dividend taxes. Every single year, just for holding the fund. Meanwhile, I had municipal bonds in my Roth IRA. Municipal bonds generate tax-free interest. Holding them in an already tax-free account wastes the tax advantage. The fix: swap positions. Move the dividend-heavy total market fund into the Roth IRA, where dividends grow tax-free forever. Move municipal bonds into the taxable account, where their tax-free status actually provides value. But hold on. Massive warning here. Do not go log into your taxable brokerage account right now and blindly sell everything to move it into your Roth IRA. If you sell investments in a taxable account that have big gains, you trigger capital gains taxes immediately. That defeats the entire purpose of optimizing for taxes. Instead, fix this going forward. Change where your future contributions go. Use new money each month to buy the right funds in the right accounts. If you absolutely need to rebalance existing positions, spread it across multiple tax years to stay in lower tax brackets. Sell small amounts each year, not everything at once. In tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs and 401ks, you can sell and swap immediately. There are no capital gains taxes inside these accounts, so rebalancing is instant and free. By redirecting future contributions and gradually rebalancing over time, I eliminated that $430 annual tax without triggering a massive tax bill today. Here's the rule. Tax-inefficient assets belong in tax-advantaged accounts, REITs, bonds, dividend-focused funds, actively managed funds with high turnover. Tax-efficient assets belong in taxable accounts, growth stocks with no dividends, index funds with low turnover, municipal bonds, I-bonds. Your action for Hour 1. List every holding in every account. Note what type of income it generates. Identify any mismatches. Plan the swap gradually without triggering unnecessary capital gains. That's Hour 1. Let's move to Hour 2, where I found another $380 in annual savings. Tax loss harvesting means selling investments at a loss to offset gains and reduce your tax bill. You can deduct up to $3,000 in losses against ordinary income each year. Most people only think about this during market crashes. But harvestable losses exist in your portfolio right now if you look position by position. I found 2 positions sitting at small losses. A small cap value index fund down $1,400. An emerging markets fund down $900. I hadn't sold because I still wanted the exposure long term. But that's exactly when tax loss harvesting works best. Here's the move. Sell both positions to realize the $2,300 loss. Immediately buy substantially similar, but not identical replacements to maintain market exposure. The IRS wash sale rule says you cannot buy a substantially identical security within 30 days of selling at a loss. The key word is identical. You have to change something meaningful about the investment. The trick is not just switching fund companies. You need to switch the underlying index being tracked. If you sell a Vanguard S&P 500 fund, don't buy an iShares S&P 500 fund. That's too similar. Instead, switch asset classes within the same category. I sold a small cap value fund tracking the Russell 2000 Value Index and bought one tracking the S&P Small Cap 600 Value Index. Different index, different holdings, but virtually identical long-term performance. For emerging markets, I sold a fund tracking MSCI Emerging Markets and bought one tracking FTSE Emerging Markets. Again, different index methodology, but same overall exposure. This way, I stay fully invested in the exact same asset class. I don't miss any market rallies, but because the underlying indexes are technically different, the IRS accepts my tax deduction. Now I have $2,300 in realized losses. I use that to offset $2,300 in gains from rebalancing other profitable positions. Zero capital gains tax on those sales. If I had no gains to offset, I could deduct $2,300 against ordinary income, saving $552 in taxes that year at my bracket. Even better, my replacement funds now have a lower cost basis. When I sell decades from now, I'll pay more tax then. But I'd rather pay taxes in 30 years with inflated dollars than today. I was missing about $380 per year in value by not checking for harvestable losses quarterly. Some quarters have none. Some have thousands. Your action for Hour 2. Check every position in your taxable accounts. Note cost basis versus current value. Identify anything down more than 3%. Research substantially similar funds that track a different underlying index. Execute the swap. Capture the loss. Stay invested. Do this every quarter. Losses appear and disappear as markets move. Grab them when they show up. That's Hour 2. On to dividend efficiency. Not all dividends are taxed the same. Qualified dividends get taxed at long-term capital gains rates, 0, 15, or 20% depending on your income. Ordinary dividends get taxed as regular income, 10 to 37%. Most investors have no idea which type their funds distribute. I owned a dividend-focused ETF in my taxable account yielding 4%. On a $45,000 position, That's $1,800 in annual dividends. When I checked the dividend classification, only 60% were qualified, 40% were ordinary, so $1,080 qualified at 15% tax equals $162, and $720 ordinary at 24% equals $173. Total annual tax, $335. I'm in accumulation phase. I don't need income. I want growth. So why am I holding a high dividend fund generating taxes I don't need to pay? I swapped to a total market index fund yielding 1.9% with 98% qualified dividends on the same $45,000. That's $855 annual dividends, $838 qualified, $17 ordinary. Total tax, $128. I just saved $207 per year by choosing a fund with identical equity exposure but better tax efficiency. And I still get market returns. I just stopped voluntarily generating unnecessary taxable income. Over 20 years, that $207 annual savings compounded is worth $8,500. Your action for Hour 3. Check every fund's dividend yield and qualified percentage. Your brokerage website shows this under Fund Details. If you're accumulating wealth, favor low-yield funds with high qualified percentages in taxable accounts. If you need dividend income, hold those funds in IRAs where distributions don't trigger taxes. That's Hour 3. Final hour coming up, where I found the easiest fixes. Expense ratios are the annual fees your funds charge. 0.5% means you pay $50 per year per $10,000 invested. Most people check this once when buying a fund, but cheaper alternatives launch constantly. You need to audit annually. I owned a Fidelity S&P 500 fund charging 0.09%. Seemed low, but Fidelity had launched a 0% S&P 500 fund I didn't know about. If you're with Fidelity, their zero-fee funds like FESROX and FNILX charge literally $0 in expense ratios. But here's the catch nobody mentions. These funds are proprietary to Fidelity. You cannot transfer them to Vanguard, Schwab, or any other brokerage later without selling them first. If you hold them in a taxable account and want to switch brokerages in 10 years, you'll trigger a massive capital gains tax bill just to move your money. So only buy Fidelity zero-fee funds inside tax-advantaged accounts like your Roth IRA or 401,000. Inside these accounts, you can change your mind later and move brokerages without any tax consequences. In your taxable accounts, stick with transferable funds like Vanguard Total Market or Schwab Index funds that charge 0.03 to 0.05%, slightly higher than zero, but you keep flexibility. On my $180,000 position, switching from 0.09% to 0% saved $162 annually. But I made sure to do this inside my Roth IRA, not my taxable brokerage. I also owned an international fund charging 0.85% on $35,000. That's $298 annually. I compared it to Vanguard Total International at 0.08%. Same holdings, same performance, $28 annual cost. That swap saved $270 per year. Then I found an old advisor-managed account with $25,000 sitting in expensive actively managed funds charging 1.2% total with advisor fees. That's $300 per year for a portfolio could replicate in 20 minutes with 3 index funds. I closed the account, moved it to self-directed, and put it in low-cost index funds. Total ongoing cost, $20 per year. Savings, $280 annually. Total expense and fee savings from Hour 4, $162 plus $270 plus $280 equals $712 per year. Over 20 years, compounded, that's $29,300 in portfolio value saved. Your action for Hour 4. List every fund's expense ratio. Google the fund name plus expense ratio to confirm current pricing. Search lowest cost asset class index fund to find cheaper alternatives. If the savings exceeds $100 annually, execute the swap. In tax-advantaged accounts, swaps are instant and free. In taxable accounts, calculate if the tax cost of selling is worth it. Usually, it is if you're saving more than 0.2% in fees. But remember, proprietary zero-fee funds only go in tax-advantaged accounts. Keep your taxable account flexible. That's our 4 complete. Let me add up the total annual savings. Asset location fix, $430. Tax loss harvesting, $380 annualized. Dividend optimization, $207. Expense ratio reduction, $712. That's $1,729 per year in taxes and fees eliminated. I rounded to $1,720. That's $143 per month staying in your portfolio instead of going to the IRS and fund managers. Now here's where it compounds. Every dollar you save in taxes gets invested. That dollar grows at 7% for 20 years. Using a compound interest calculator, $1,720 per year invested at 7% for 20 years equals $70,787. I conservatively titled this $34,000 because I used a 10-year window and assumed some people would only capture half the savings. But if you actually execute all 4 hours and maintain these optimizations for 2 decades, you're looking at $70,000 in additional wealth. 4 hours of work, $70,000 in value created. That's $17,500 per hour. And these fixes compound forever. You're not doing 4 hours of work for a one-time gain. You're permanently restructuring your portfolio to stop bleeding money. The savings happen every year. The compounding accelerates every year. The gap between optimized and unoptimized gets wider every year. Here's your exact weekend execution plan. Saturday morning, 4 hours blocked, coffee ready, laptop open. Hour 1, pull statements for every account. List every fund and where it lives. Flag any tax-inefficient funds in taxable or tax-efficient funds in retirement accounts. Plan gradual swaps, not instant sales. Hour 2, check unrealized gains and losses for every position in taxable accounts. Identify anything down more than 3%. Find replacements that track different underlying indexes. Execute loss harvesting swaps. Hour 3, view dividend yield and qualified dividend percentage for all taxable holdings. Compare to lower yield alternatives with same equity exposure. Plan swaps for tax efficiency. Hour 4, list all expense ratios. Find lowest cost equivalents. Remember, zero-fee proprietary funds only in tax-advantaged accounts. Execute swaps where savings exceed $100 annually. By noon, you'll have a complete optimization plan. Execute changes gradually over the next few months. Repeat this audit every 6 months. Markets shift. New funds launch. Your tax situation evolves. 4 hours twice a year protects decades of compounding from silent erosion. 4 hours. 5 mistakes fixed. $1,720 in annual leakage stopped. $70,000 in lifetime value protected. Asset location, tax loss harvesting, dividend efficiency, expense ratios, unnecessary fees. 90% of investors never audit these. They set up a portfolio and let it run for 40 years while taxes and fees silently compound against them. You now have the exact 4-hour checklist to audit your portfolio this weekend, with the critical warnings that protect you from triggering unnecessary taxes along the way. Block the calendar, pull the statements, find your leaks, plug them carefully, drop a comment. Have you ever done a full portfolio tax audit? What's the biggest leak you've found? Next video, the $87,000 index fund mistake hiding in 60% of portfolios. You can check yours in 5 minutes this weekend. Subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss it. I'm Kevin. This is Prosperity Levels. We find the money you're losing and show you exactly how to keep it without making expensive mistakes along the way. Go audit your portfolio this weekend. Keep your $70,000. Do it smart.